There is a secret playbook they don't want you to see. A biological script that runs in the background of every interaction, every date, every marriage, and every divorce settlement. You have been led to believe that loyalty is a choice. You have been sold the Disney lie that love conquers all, that vulnerability is a strength, and that if you open your heart, you will be rewarded. You are lied to. In the dark corners of evolutionary psychology, there is a mechanism known as the replacement protocol. It is not personal, it is not emotional, it is mathematical. It is the cold, hard calculus of survival. And the moment you show true weakness, the moment you abdicate your position of power, the countdown begins. She does not decide to leave you the day she walks out the door. She decides months, sometimes years prior. She decides the moment she realizes you are no longer the best option available. Welcome to the Dark Influence Code. Today we dissect the Hypergamy protocol. To understand the future, we must look at the brutal reality of the past. Let us look at the archetype of the fallen king. Consider the case of the high-functioning corporate executive. Let's call him Subject A. Subject A is competent. He provides security. He commands respect in the boardroom. His partner is attracted to his competence, his status, his ability to alter his environment. The relationship is stable because the hierarchy is clear. He is the prize. Then the crisis hits. Perhaps it is a market crash. Perhaps it is a health scare. Perhaps it is a lawsuit. Subject A comes home. He breaks frame. He collapses onto the sofa. He weeps. He confesses he doesn't know what to do. He looks to her not as a partner, but as a mother. He seeks reassurance. He seeks pity. He believes he is bonding. He believes he is showing emotional intelligence. But in her eyes, something ancient shifts. The biological software updates. The man who could alter his environment is gone. In his place is a dependent, a liability. The attraction doesn't fade slowly, it is extinguished instantly. It is the ick, a visceral physiological repulsion. Subject A recovers a week later. He fixes the business. He gets back in the gym. He thinks everything is back to normal. But it isn't. The dynamic has shifted. She has seen the chink in the armor. She has seen the king bleed. And once a king bleeds, these subjects do not offer bandages. They look for the next king. 6 months later, she leaves him for a man who earns less, looks worse, but possesses one thing. Subject A lost. Unwavering certain. Subject A was replaced not because he failed, but because he revealed he could fail. This is not malice, this is nature. You must understand the mechanism. This is not about morality. Remove good and bad from your vocabulary. Replace them with effective and ineffective. The mechanism is driven by hypergamy. In the polite world, they tell you hypergamy is just marrying up. That is a simplification for children. Hypergamy is the relentless, subconscious drive to optimize genetic and resource potential. It is a survival instinct honed over 200,000 years of human history. For a woman, historically, the cost of mating with a weak male was death. If the protector failed, the offspring died. If the provider failed, the tribe starved. Therefore, the female psyche is evolved to detect weakness with the precision of a heat-seeking missile. This brings us to Briffault's law. Robert Briffault, a surgeon anthropologist, formulated a concept that explains your entire dating history in one sentence. The female, not the male, determines all the conditions of the animal family. Where the female can derive no benefit from association with the male, no such association takes place. Read that again. Where the female can derive no benefit. Past benefit does not guarantee future loyalty. You cannot deposit kindness into a bank account and withdraw attraction later. Attraction is negotiated in the present tense, every single day. When you show weakness, indecisiveness, emotional volatility, submissiveness, you are signaling a lack of future benefit. You are signaling that you are no longer a safe harbor. You are a sinking ship. And what do rats do when the ship sinks? They swim toward the nearest dry land. This triggers the branch swing. Just as a monkey will not let go of one branch until it has a firm grip on the next. The Hypergamy protocol dictates that she will not leave the safety of your provision until a replacement is secured. This is why the breakup often comes out of nowhere for you, but has been planned for months by her. She begins to detach. She starts arguments to justify her exit. She gaslights you into believing you are the problem. This is a defense mechanism to alleviate her guilt. She rewrites history. You are never the hero, you are always the villain. This narrative shift is required for her to execute the replacement without damaging her own ego. She isn't evil. She is following a code written in her DNA, a code that prioritizes survival over your feelings. So how do you defend against a biological imperative? How do you hack the protocol? You do not ask for loyalty. You command it through leverage. If you want to survive the game of power dynamics, you must adopt the iron law of value. Strategy 1. The Stoic wall. Never bleed in front of the sharks. This does not mean you become a robot. It means you process your emotions in private or with a war council of other men. Never use your woman as your therapist. The moment she becomes your therapist, she ceases to be your lover. When chaos strikes, you must be the eye of the storm. Calm, calculated, dangers. Strategy 2, dread game, and the abundance mindset. You must always be willing to walk away. The moment you need her more than she needs you, the balance of power tips, and the countdown begins. You must cultivate an air of abundance. She must know on a primal level that if she leaves, you will be replaced within a week. Not because you are arrogant, but because you are high value. This subtle anxiety, this dread, is the fuel of desire. Comfort kills attraction. Anxiety keeps it alive. Strategy 3, competence is the only currency. Love is conditional. It is conditional on your ability to solve problems. If the car breaks down, fix it, or pay someone to fix it immediately. If the money runs out, find a new stream. Do not complain. Do not explain. Execute. Competence triggers dopamine. Incompetence triggers cortisol. You want to be her source of dopamine, not her source of stress. Strategy 4, price anchoring. In negotiation, he who sets the price first wins. In a relationship, you must set your value high and never discount it. If you tolerate disrespect, you lower your price. If you apologize when you are right, you lower your price. Once the market perceives you as cheap, you cannot raise your price again. You are liquidated. You must become the hypergamous apex. You must be the man she cannot replace. The man that, if she leaves, she knows she will be trading down. This is the only true insurance policy. The world wants you weak. The media wants you soft. They want you to apologize for your masculinity. They want you to believe that crying makes you a modern man. They are setting you up for the slaughter. The Hypergamy protocol is always running. It is scanning you right now. Is he capable? Is he strong? Is he the best I can do? If the answer is yes, you are safe. If the answer is no, you are already dead. You just haven't been notified yet. Do not hate the game. Master it. There are levels to this psychology that we cannot discuss on this public platform. Techniques of dominance, corporate Machiavellianism, and wealth extraction that require a vetted environment. If you are ready to unplug from the matrix of mediocrity, if you are ready to build a mind that is immune to manipulation, you need to join the sovereign mind. We are building a fraternity of kings in a world of pawns. We dissect the code. We weaponize psychology. We win. Check the link in the description. The price of admission is your old self. Stay cold, stay analytical, and remember, you are either the player or you are the pieces. Class dismissed.